Greetings to all. Welcome to Future of this Academy. Today we are going to discuss the daily current affairs of June 26. Today we are going to do the topics of Deputy Speaker, Speaker, Jal Jeevan Mission, IDEX, that is Innovation for Defense Excellence, and finally the Indus Water Treaty. So these are the topics we are going to discuss today. Our first topic is about Deputy Speaker. First, we have to know about the Deputy Speaker. The Deputy Speaker serves as the second in command presiding officer of the lower house of Parliament of India, the Lok Sabha. In the absence of the Speaker, the Deputy Speaker assumes the role of presiding officer of Lok Sabha and becomes responsible for maintaining order and decorum in the House, conducting its business and ensuring that legislative process is carried out smoothly. Now, the election of Deputy Speaker took place like the Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha is elected by the Lok Sabha itself from the among members. The Deputy Speaker is elected only after the election of the Speaker has taken place. The date of election of the Deputy Speaker is fixed by the Speaker of Lok Sabha. Now the oath and affirmation of the Deputy Speaker. His or her office does not make and subscribe to any separate oath or affirmation. The oath as a member of parliament suffices for his or her role as a deputy speaker of the Lok Sabha. Now, what are the tenure of theirs? The deputy speaker remains in the office during the life of the Lok Sabha. The deputy speaker has the vacate his or her office earlier in any of the following three cases: if they ceases to be a member of the Lok Sabha, or by resigning writing to the speaker, also by removed by a resolution passed by a majority of all of them members of Lok Sabha, that is in effective majority. Their removal is the Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha can be removed by the resolution passed by Lok Sabha by an effective majority, that is majority of total membership of the House excluding the vacant seats. A motion of removal of the Speaker of Lok Sabha can be moved only after giving 14 days advance notice to the Speaker. When a resolution for removal of the Deputy Speaker is under consideration, they cannot preside at the sitting of the House, though he may be present. Now, what are the roles and functions of the deputy speaker, that is their positions and their responsibilities? The deputy speaker performs the duties of the speaker when the office of the speaker is vacant. The deputy speaker acts as the speaker when the latter is absent from the sitting of the house. The deputy speaker presides over joint sittings of the both houses of parliament in case the speaker is absent from such a sitting. Now, what are the powers and privileges of them? While performing the duties or acting as the Speaker of Lok Sabha, they assumes all power of the Speaker of Lok Sabha. In such time, the Deputy Speaker cannot vote in the first instance. Rather, they can only exercise a casting vote in case of time. When the Speaker presides over the House, the Deputy Speaker is like any other ordinary member of the House. Thus, in such times, the Deputy Speaker can speak in the House, participate in its proceedings, and vote in first instance on any question before the House. He or she has one special privilege. Whenever the Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha appointed as a member of Parliamentary Committee, he or she automatically becomes its chairman. Now, what are the salary and allowance of them? They entitled to a regular salary and allowance fixed by the Parliament. The salary and allowance of the Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha are charged on Consolidated Fund of India and hence are not subjected to the annual vote of Parliament. Now, what are the significance of the Lok Sabha Deputy Speaker? They hold significant importance in the Indian parliamentary system. The major significance of the Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha are ordinary functioning of House, representing and inclusivity, also administrative responsibilities, also the contributing to committees. So that's all from this topic. Our next topic is Speaker. The Speaker of Lok Sabha is the presiding officer of Lower House of Parliament of India. The Speaker is the constitutional and ceremonial head of Lok Sabha. The Speaker is responsible for maintaining order and decorum in the House, conducting its business, and ensuring that the legislative process is carried out smoothly. The Speaker represents the Lok Sabha in its relation with the President of India, the Rajya Sabha, and other external bodies. Now, election of the Speaker of Lok Sabha. The speaker is elected by the Lok Sabha from among members. This means only sitting members of the Lok Sabha are eligible to be elected as Speaker of Lok Sabha. The date of election of the Speaker is fixed by the President of India. The date is kept as soon as possible after the first sitting of the House. Now, what are the tenure of the Speaker? The Speaker remains in office during life of Lok Sabha. The Speaker has to vacate his or her office earlier in any of the following three cases: when they ceases to be a member of Lok Sabha, if they resigns by writing to the deputy speaker, also if they is removed by the resolution passed by a majority of all of them members of the Lok Sabha, that is effective majority. Whenever the Lok Sabha is dissolved, the Speaker of Lok Sabha does not vacate his or her office and continues till the newly elected Lok Sabha meets. Now about their oath and affirmation. The Speaker of Lok Sabha, while assuming office, does not make and subscribe to any separate oath or affirmation. This oath as a member of Parliament services their role as a Speaker of Lok Sabha and their removal. The Speaker of Lok Sabha can be removed by a resolution passed by Lok Sabha by an effective majority. A motion of removal of the Speaker of Lok Sabha can be removed only after giving 14 days advance notice to the Speaker. This motion of removal can be considered and discussed only when it has support of at least 50 members. When a resolution for the removal of the Speaker of Lok Sabha is under consideration of the House, that they cannot preside at the sitting of the House, though they may be present in the House. They can speak and take part in proceedings of the House at such a time and vote in first instance, though not in the case of an equality of votes. Also about their salary and allowances. The Speaker of Lok Sabha is entitled to regular salary and allowance fixed by the Parliament. The salary and allowance of the Speaker are charged on the Consolidated Fund of India and are not subject to the annual vote of Parliament, and their roles is: the Speaker is the head of the representative of Lok Sabha. They are the guardian of the powers and privileges of members, its committees, and the House as a whole. The principal spokesperson of this House. They are the final deciding authority in all parliamentary matters. Now, what are the powers and functions of them? They have maintained order and decorum in the House. Also, the final interpreter of the provision is considered to be the Constitution of India, the rules of procedure and conduct of business of Lok Sabha, the parliamentary proceedings. They adjourns the House and suspends the meeting in the absence of quorum. They does not vote in the first instant, but they can exercise a casting vote in case of a tie. They preside over joint sitting of the two houses of the Parliament. They allow a secret sitting of the House at the request of leader of the House. They decides whether a bill is a money bill or not, and their decision is on final. They decide the question of the disqualification of member of the Lok Sabha arising on the ground of defection under the provisions of the 10th schedule. The Speaker of Lok Sabha acts as an ex officio chairman of Indian Parliamentary Group, which is a link between the Parliament of India and the various parliaments of the world. They act as the ex officio chairman of the Conference of the Presiding Officers of legislative bodies in the country. They appoints the chairman of all the parliamentary committees of Lok Sabha and supervises their functioning. The chairman of the Business Advisory Committee, the Rules Committee, and the General Purpose Committee. So that's all from the speaker topic. Our next topic is about Jal Jeevan Mission. It is envisioned to provide safe and adequate drinking water through individual household tap connections by 2024 to all householders in rural India. It is based on community approach to water and will include extensive information, education, and communication as a key component of the mission. Now, what is the nodal ministry of this? It is the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation under Jal Shakti Mantralaya, under the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation under Jal Shakti Mantralaya. Now, what are the strategies of this mission? This focuses on integrated demand and supply side management of water at local level, including creation of local infrastructure for sources sustainability like rainwater harvesting, groundwater recharge, and management of household wastewater for reuse in agriculture. The mission will coverage with other central and state government schemes to achieve its objectives of sustainable water supply management across the country. The funding pattern is that is 50 is to 50 between center and states. 90 is to 10 for Himalayan and northeastern states. In case of union territories, 100% funding is provided by the central government. So that's all from this topic. Our next topic is about IDEX, that is Innovation of Defense Excellence. It is a flagship initiative of Ministry of Defense launched in April 2018. Its aim is to achieve self-reliance and foster innovation and technology development in the defense and aerospace by engaging industries including MSME, startups, individual innovators, and R&D institutions and academia. This has partnered with the leading incubators in the country to provide hand-holding, technical support, and guidance to the winners of IDEX challenges. It will be funded and managed by the Defense Innovation Organization, that is DIO, which has been formed as non-profit company. As per the Section 8 of the Companies Act 2013 by the two founder members, that is Defense Public Sector Undertakings, that is DPSUS and Hall and Bell. It will function as the executive arm for DIO, carrying out all the required activities while DIO will provide high-level policy guidance to this. It also undertakes the financial support as provided to startups, MSMEs, individual innovators, and partner incubators through DIO. With this, we have to know about what is Mission Dev Space. It was launched by Prime Minister during Dev Expo on October 2022. The goal of Mission Dev Space is to make Indian Atmanirbhar in defense technologies in the space domain. It also encourages technology development in space for defense application by startups and young entrepreneurs through 75 defense space challenges launched across various departments for defense production, that is DDP initiatives. So that's all from this topic. Our next topic is about Indus Water Treaty. It is a treaty signed between India and Pakistan, regulating the use and distribution of Indus River system. It was signed by then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and former Pakistan President Ayub Khan in 1960. The treaty was broken by the World Bank, which too is signatory to the treaty. The pact sought to divide the water of Indus River and its tributaries, that is Sutlej, Beas, Ravi, Jhelum, and Chenab, equitable among the two countries. Under this treaty, water from three eastern rivers, that is Beas, Ravi, and Sutlej, was allocated to India, and water from the three western rivers, that is Chenab, Indus, and Jhelum, were allocated to Pakistan. For India, we have Beas, Ravi, and Sutlej. This is for India, and these three for Pakistan. Pakistan roughly got 80% of the water in the Indus drainage system. The treaty also permits both countries to use the other rivers for certain purposes, such as small hydroelectric projects that require little or no water storage. The treaty is overseen by the Permanent Indus Commission, that is PIC, Permanent Indus Commission, as a bilateral body with commissioners from both countries tasked with implementing and managing treaty provisions and resolving any questions, difference, or disputes that may arise. The World Bank's role is to appoint neutral expert in case of technical differences, failing which the differences are escalated to dispute for international attribution. So that's all from our today's topic. To read this document, you can visit our website. Our website link have been provided in the description. To get more daily current affair videos, follow our YouTube channel, also our Telegram channel. Thank you.